A Quiet Place Day 1 is almost here. The prequel is set to hit theaters on June 28th, and you probably have a lot of questions about how the heck this movie was made. Well, we've got answers. From details about all those special effects to why this may not even be considered a horror movie like its originals, we've got everything you need to know before this movie premieres. One look at the trailer for A Quiet Place Day 1 shows us that we are in for some seriously impressive visual effects. There are massive explosions, bridges collapsing, and even cars being thrown through the air. And of course, A Quiet Place wouldn't be A Quiet Place without the aliens. We've seen these beings before in the previous movies. Like the others, it's pretty clear that this movie has quite a bit of CGI involved to be able to master all of these incredible shots. And that's just what we're able to catch a glimpse of in a quick preview. It's safe to say that, like parts 1 and 2 of A Quiet Place, this prequel is sure to be particularly fun to watch on the big screen. And you can even take it a step further. The film will also be released in IMAX to get the full effect of the amazing visuals. The aliens and action shots aren't the only things that are going to contribute to the look of A Quiet Place Day 1. Another way the visual effects set this prequel apart from its source material is the new setting. The story takes place in New York City and shows how this quiet world came to be from the perspective of characters in an extra-populated area. It's easy to see how that adds a new and unique twist on the very unsettling situations that arise in this franchise. The film was shot on location in London, and some behind-the-scenes photos of stars Joseph Quinn and Lupita Nyong'o show how this city setting looks on set. If the overall look of this new prequel feels a bit different than the previous A Quiet Place movies to you, then you've got the right idea. But it's more than visuals that are going to be noteworthy about this movie. It's also got an interesting new tone. Alex Wolff says that the new installment is quite a bit different than what folks may be expecting.
That's not a horror movie, I might get in trouble for saying that.
According to Paramount, this film is a bit like a spin-off of the previous movies, so the tone is quite a bit different. Wolff says,
It's more a drama.
with new visuals, a new tone, and even a new genre, it's really no surprise that there's a new team behind this movie. John Krasinski directed the first 2 films, but this time he handed the director's chair over to someone who he knew could do the job well. Michael Sarnowski allegedly got the directing gig because John Krasinski loved his movie Pig and knew he was the perfect fit for the unique new challenges of A Quiet Place Day 1. Just because he thought someone else would be better for the role of director doesn't mean that Krasinski gave up the reins on this project entirely. He still wrote and produced the movie, and behind-the-scenes photos from the set show that he was still heavily involved with filming. If you've seen the trailer for A Quiet Place Day 1, then you already know that this film features a brand new cast. The cast is led by Lupita Nyong'o, who plays Sam, and based on her many previous roles, it's easy to see why she's a perfect fit to play a character in this universe. And according to her, she found the unique challenges that were intrinsic to this role to be exciting. She said, quote, "I'm thrilled to be a part of this project, and it's a unique challenge to convey emotion and story without the use of sound. I'm excited to take it on." It's a good thing that Lupita Nyong'o was enthusiastic about this role because she's one of only a few cast members, making her performance particularly important to the film. She's joined by Joseph Quinn, Jimon Hansu, who's a familiar face to the A Quiet Place franchise, and Alex Wolff. Wolff was particularly eager to work with director Michael Sarnowski again after working with him on Pig. According to him, reuniting with the director was
Awesome. It's weird going from like a $2 million movie to like a $100 million movie and working in the same proximity. There's only about 4 or 5 characters in it. So it was kind of like making Pig just on a massive scale. So that was really interesting.
a massive budget with a super small cast was surely a unique on-set experience. Luckily, this cast seemingly got along very well. In fact, according to Wolff,
Lupita's become one of my best friends.
you know what they say, friends who endure an alien invasion together stay together. Behind-the-scenes photos prove that while this movie is certainly going to be stressful and full of scares when we catch it on the big screen, when the cameras weren't rolling, the cast and crew were all more than happy to be working together on such an incredible project. Did you love the original A Quiet Place movies? What do you hope this prequel will deliver? Tell us all about it in the comments. And for more behind-the-scenes details about the most highly anticipated movies, be sure to like and subscribe to The Things.